Alright guys, Christian Styles back for another video, and it is raining out here, and I'm gonna try my hardest to not get super duper wet. I'm gonna get wet, but I just don't want to get that wet, so I'm gonna stand underneath this tree while I film this video. This is going to be, I need the lighting, that's why I'm not filming it in the car. As you can see, my DeVille is right there. The Suburban is right there. And so the YouTube short's gonna go viral because the YouTube shorts always go viral. But I wanted there to be some full context to the two YouTube short videos. Obviously, one was at the scene. The other one was a little bit further down the road because for some reason it only recorded 15 seconds. That might have been my fault because I was too busy wrapped up in whatever I was doing. But I am so grateful. I am so grateful. God is so good to me. So everybody knows the beloved Suburban. The Suburban means everything to me. If something were to have happened to that truck tonight, I would die. So, and it's so funny because everyone's like, well, why? You have so many other cars and all this stuff. But there's sentimental value in the Suburban for me. It's a major deal. So this is what I'll say. So I'm going to give you guys a rundown on how my evening went. How did we get to that scene? How did we get there? I'm enjoying my day off. I literally left work early. So I left work at 4:15 in the afternoon. I said, you know what? I'm going to go grab some dinner all by myself. So I went to Outback. I went 15 minutes down the street to Outback. I ate my meal. It was nothing. Driving home, as I'm driving, well, actually not home, I'm driving back to the building because the DeVille battery has died and the windows are open, and I knew it was getting ready to rain like it is now, and I was trying to get back here so I can get the DeVille battery out of the car, bring it to AutoZone, charge it, and come back and put the windows up because the DeVille is having some misfire issues, whatever. That's why both of my cars are here. So I can't really move it, and now the battery's dead, so I really can't move it. I can't turn it on. And so I had all these elaborate plans, things I was getting ready to do. And right as I got to the light of the last turn before I get to the Amazon building to come and do what I have to do here, I'm sitting at the light patiently, red light, and I'm the first car in the lane. And I'm like, as soon as this light turns green, I'm gonna go, right? And now I know that the Suburban has an oil pump issue and that it doesn't always go, and sometimes it stalls, and you know, she's a 30-year-old car, like 2002. She's an old car. She's almost 25 years old. So she doesn't always go when I hit the gas. Like, it takes her a minute to figure out that I hit the gas, and then she starts rolling. Thank God it was one of those times, because sometimes she really does just go, and this particular time she didn't, and that had to have been nobody but God. So I hit the gas as the light turned green, and I looked to the left and I looked to the right. And I always do that before I go through any light, just to make sure that they are in fact stopping. And so I looked the other direction to make sure nothing weird is coming from the opposite direction going through the light as well. So they weren't coming, oncoming traffic wasn't coming, the other side wasn't coming. So I looked to the left, I looked to the right. And as I looked to the left, before I started to go, I see this truck going faster and faster. And I'm like, okay, this car is clearly not stopping. So it rolled, the Suburban was rolling past the line, and I literally slammed on the brakes, put my shit in reverse and backed up. And the person behind me is like, beep, 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 because they're trying to go forward, not realizing what's happening. So I'm this way, I'm driving in the car, I'm looking this way, I'm looking at the truck not stopping, looking over this way. As soon as I look back this way, after I had backed up the truck, the Jeep beside me going in the opposite direction, boom, smacked, went flying. I look behind that Jeep and I see a Chevy Malibu 2019 spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. And I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm watching this. The truck that hit them both, spinning and spinning and spinning, jumps up on the median and is facing me now. The truck is facing me on oncoming traffic. The Malibu is facing me on oncoming traffic. The truck's axle fell right off the bottom of the truck. Just fell down, broke. You can see it hanging. The Malibu, both doors are jammed in. He couldn't even get out. He had to crawl out the other side of the car to get out. The gentleman behind me, 4 or 5 gentlemen, they jump out of their truck and they run over to are y'all okay? What's going on? I'm still in shock because the Suburban literally, it saved my fucking life. So I'm in shock right now. Can't hardly move because I'm like, oh shit, that was about to be me. And at this point, I don't know what to do. I just threw the car in park and turned it off. I just left it like right there in the lane. I got out. The people are honking, upset, bitching and moaning. I'm like, fuck y'all. I'm traumatized at this point. So I come around to the lady in the Jeep, and I'm like, is she okay? Like, she looked like she was totally knocked unconscious because all I'm seeing is this through the window. I'm seeing this, and I'm like, holy shit. Did I just witness what the fuck I think I witnessed? Thank God that was not the case. But I literally was just, my mind couldn't take it. I'm still shook. So I go around, and they help her, and they get her out, and they call 911, and, and her wife is a state trooper that's over the jurisdiction. So she called her wife. The state trooper showed up, whoop, whoop. And oh my God, I said, this shit, it's going down. And so all these officers came, 3 officers, the state trooper, which was the lady's wife. She showed up. How ironic is that, right? And so she showed up. The gentleman didn't apologize. He didn't come over to us at any point. It was so bad. It was so bad. He didn't come. He didn't apologize. He didn't say shit. He was just standing over there acting like the victim, then had the nerve to say, oh, the light was green. No, the light wasn't green. And all of us saw that it wasn't green. So we all stayed until the officers got there to give the statement that it wasn't green. And come to find out, we're all sitting there. 20 minutes go by, 30 minutes go by, and we're all like, it doesn't take this long. 45 minutes goes by, an hour goes by, and we're like, what the fuck is taking so? I said, I bet you they're illegal, and that's why this is taking so long. I said, somebody call immigration, and I'm just like laughing about it, joking like this is funny, and just trying to like lighten the mood, and they're all laughing and cracking up. And literally, I kid you not, 3 minutes later, the sister of the girl that got hit that showed up to rescue her, she turned around and goes, they're all illegal. That's a company car. That's a commercial vehicle for A-plus tires, A-plus wheels and tires in this area. I Googled it. A-plus wheels and tires. It's an actual company, has 5 stars, but they're all legal immigrants. All don't belong here. None of them belong here. So I said, so now what? There's no insurance, there's no nothing, there's no registration, there's no nothing. They damn near totaled all of these cars and nothing. So the gentleman that was in the Malibu, he's pissed because he didn't even know what the fuck was going on. It hit him like a ton of bricks. His wife showed up, and we're all sitting out there trying to figure out what's going to happen. I said, so all 3 of them are illegal, the business owner included. None of them are supposed to be here. So what happens now? So then the officers were giving them the statements. This is what you do, and you're going to have to sue. And this is what, they're not American citizens. They don't belong here. They're illegal. They don't have insurance. They don't have registration, but this is what your options are. So now at this point, everybody's pissed because they have to go through their insurance company, which wasn't a part of their plan. And so everyone is mad. And I'm just like, better be thankful this shit wasn't me, because I would have emptied my fucking gun on them. Like, there's no way. Every shell, every casing, every bullet, I would have loaded. I would have fired their ass up. So I'm literally like, there is no fucking way. Like, whoo! So the officers were like, thank you for staying as the eyewitness account and everything. And I'm like, absolutely. I almost got hit. Like, every single person there was like, it was about to be him. And let me tell you, his truck would have stopped that truck from going. There would have been nowhere for that truck to go. As soon as it would have hit the Suburban, that truck would have been done. Because they build these trucks like bulletproof. Like, if you hit one of these, it's going to be you who end up fucked up. So, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can't even believe that. So then the owner of the truck is there and with a flashlight looking at all the damage. I'm like, do you think anybody gives a shit about the damage to your car? He just barreled through 4 cars, totaled 3 of them. And you think we give a fuck about... I was just over it. But that just goes to show you, look at what happened. Look at what happened in our election. It doesn't matter if you agree with Trump's policies. It doesn't really matter at this point. He perpetuates this kind of bullshit. And look at what, all of them were illegal. So we couldn't do anything about this situation whatsoever. All of them were illegal. All of them. And it's like, well, what do we do now? Because they're going to be looking for some sort of pardon if they go to jail, because Trump kind of like just allows some of this shit to go on. And it's like the video is not even about him, but it's kind of like, at this point, this is where America is headed, down a really, really scary rabbit hole where people are allowed to not be documented and not allowed to, have insurance and be able to ride around in Florida of all places. And it's like, okay, all of the officers said there's nothing we can do. What do you mean there's nothing y'all can do? Y'all can't arrest them? Every last one of them asked, like, can they be arrested? Like, can they get brought up on charges? All the officers, they're like, there's nothing we can do. What? So this just goes to show you, and I'm pretty sure that there's going to be another part to this video, hopefully, because I gave my number, I gave everything. They were like, if the insurance companies call you and ask you what happened, which they probably will, we have your statement, just give your statement to them. I hope those insurance companies do call me, because he was put down as the person that was at fault for the accident. Thank God that nobody else was, because he was the only one who went through the light. So, there's all of those things. So it was just really, really bad. Because she was turning left like I was. There was 2 left turning lanes and 1 turning right. The Malibu was turning right in the, as we were going to the left. So he had time. When that car went barreling through, boom, hit the Jeep. The Jeep went flying, hit the Malibu. The Malibu hit the back of the truck as the truck was spinning. And it ended up being this big old mess. And oh my gosh. It was the scariest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. But if it weren't for that old bitch, I would have been in that. I would have probably been seriously injured. I can't tell you enough how thankful I am for that 23-year-old truck. If it wasn't for that truck stalling the way it did, or not accelerating as quickly as I would have liked it to, that would have been me. Count your blessings, guys. Stay perfectly imperfect. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.